good. Down. So what we do on the Wheelers roast beefers? Look at this big beautiful beef right here. It's kind of not really stare at it too long. Let's put some pepper on it, and then we have some garlic salt. So we're just gonna get that all Sergeant Peppered up. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Yeah, from the Beatles and all that. Put some garlic salt. Salt plus garlic, especially the salt on the meat, and then we're gonna let it rest, as Chef Gordon Ramsay would say. So we're gonna let that rest while we prepare the au jus sauce. Anybody win that Mega Millions last night? Was it 900 million? Was my theory of 4 correct? Did I win big or did I win shit? So either we won big or we won shit. So that's gambling. You either win or you lose. It's kind of like pussy. It's like you either get some or you don't. It's pretty simple. All right. So it's either the Taylor Swift says, fuck you, go to hell, you're a loser, or you get laid. So that's what it is. All right. We have our crock pot. Yeah. It's either you win or you lose. That's really life, isn't it? In a nutshell. I guess, you could look at it in a socio-economic, societal structure manner. You could say that society creates a lot more losers than it does winners. And that's socio-economic inequality. So you could say that. Yeah, definitely. Definitely the people that have, and they had the trust funds, obviously went to more education. They obviously did better in life because they had the money to begin with. Right. Am I right or am I wrong? And then, of course, you got like the people that just worked and saved, and they worked a lot of crappy jobs, and they just moved their way up, right? They just climbed the ladder. Yeah. So mix this au jus sauce, 2 cups each from Pioneer. This is for dinner later. Hey, what you doing? Hey, cut the shit. Hey, you want me to walk butts? You don't want that? Better cut the shit. Okay, so here we go. We mix that up real good, and then pour that into the crock pot. Here's our crock pot. It's just called crock pot. That's all right. It's a crock pot. It's going to make that wonderful, wonderful. We're going to start off with we're going to start off with 4 cups at first, and we could increase gravy later in case we need it. So this is the Pioneer since 1851, baby. Yeah, Pioneer since 1851. Imagine the old cowboys having that Pioneer gravy mix, or making that gravy back in the day while they were transporting the cattle or whatever. So you can imagine. Well, they had a multitude of trails besides the Oregon Trail, right? They had a lot of cattle riders from going across the country on different trails. Yeah. Transporting the goods and services back for the cowboys was a pain in the ass, if you had to do it by fucking horse, you know what I'm saying? Go across this big ass country on a horse, bunch of horses. That's a major horse maneuvers. That's a major horse shit. Without railroads really, changed the game. And then of course the General and then President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the interstate highway system. So that really changed the game on the transportation of goods across America. Yeah. So I mix up this. Yeah, mix it up good. And we're gonna mix this one a little bit harder. We're actually gonna have some McDonald's first, so yeah, I am hungover after dancing and drinking. And here we go. Okay, so we pour this in here. So we've let the roast rest, the resting roast with the seasonings, right? Because we wanted it to kind of absorb. And then we're gonna flip the side on it, and then more seasoning. Maybe let it rest just for a little while, just to get that seasoning into the character of the roast. Yeah, it's a really nice roast. This roast is really thick. It's good. It's actually low in fat. It's actually rather meaty. So this one's gonna be outrageously good. This one's gonna be like legendary, I think. So yeah. So my play and save attitude is that the Mega Millions will hit 4 for the billion eventually, as castles do fall into the sea. But when, I don't know when. So it either hit already or it didn't hit. And so it hit 900 million. Now that's when it creates the Mega Millions mania, you know? And so that's the mania, because if you're rich, you can do what? You can play along with time. You're wealthy. You can do whatever you want. You could go on vacation. You could go to a titty bar. You could get some pussy. You can go dance. You could go take a boat ride. You could buy your own boat. You could go sailing. You could do whatever. You could kind of play along with time. You won't really be a wage slave or a time slave anymore. The world is whatever you'd like it to be. Pretty much, more or less. Let's say that. Of course, Uncle Sam is going to take a lot of taxes out of that billion, but you're still going to be left with 300 million, you know? So, and there's no state income tax in Texas either, like New York and California and other places. So that's one more slice that the Congress can't get to go kill, I don't know, Russians or Chinamen or Venezuelans or whatever. Well, you know, whatever the latest murders are, right? Whatever the latest enemy of America is. Yeah. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with killing enemies of America. I'm all for that. America has many enemies, and they're gonna die. Yeah. So, but that's fine. All I'm saying is, if you have a job, don't leave the bank unless you plan to hit something. Bombs over Baghdad. Yeah. Don't leave the bank unless you plan to bang. Bombs over Baghdad. Yeah. So that's pretty true. Don't leave the bank unless you plan to bang. Bombs over Venezuela, yeah. Don't leave the bank unless you plan to hit something. Bombs over Ukraine, yeah. Bombs over Iran. You can just substitute the country for the different enemy, huh? Bombs over Taiwan, yeah. Just substitute the country. It doesn't matter. It's like musical countries here. Okay, that's good. Don't y'all love playing musical countries? It's so fun. Musical countries. What's the music for Iran like? Or something like that. Okay.